So here is the zipper I have. Make sure that we're going to make sure that this fits. So to do that, you put the zipper onto the pouch. And then I'm gonna adjust the zipper. So right here, I'm going to sew this part and cut the zipper. But before you cut the zipper, make sure that this is not shorter than the opening right here. So I'll be careful not to sew it too short. I'll sew maybe right here, extra half an inch, maybe, yeah, like right here, so that it's not too short. So if you don't have a sewing machine, you can hand sew and cut the zipper. And my cat is messing around again. So I will meet you back once I sew my zipper and cut the zipper. So I just finished sewing my zipper. Let's see. It's like pretty short actually. Let's see. Oh, it's about right. Good. So I have my zipper ready. I'm going to cut the excess like here. Now, not the most fun, but we're going to sew by hand. Hopefully you have your sewing needle like me. Well, I'm going to put what we need in the description though. And then this is my wonky sewing project. It's really wonky. So I'm not very good at sewing, but I'll show you guys how I do this. You can have the zipper, let's see, like this, and then you can have this out, but I'm going to put this in because I think it looks better. Yeah, so open this zipper. So it stops right there. Good. You can get pins. If you have clips, that works too. There's no sun outside now. So I'm gonna line this into the corner and clip. I don't think a lining in here is necessary for me because I'm just going to put like something that does not fall out of the holes. Clip. My baby might wake up soon, so if that's the case, I'm going to make this a part 2 because I don't think I can finish recording this. Yeah. Okay, so carefully clip. And then last one. Make sure these guys, this steel guys line up together. Otherwise, I don't know, it might not work. I'm always scared about the zippers because what if they don't close or what if they don't work? Okay, once we clipped the zippers, I'm going to choose orange thread. So my baby's awake now. I'm going to finish recording this later and make it a part 2. Yeah. Sewing thread and sewing needle, clippers, zipper is what we need. Okay, see you guys later. So it is the next day, next morning. I have all the clips ready, attached to the zipper and the yarn. We're just going to sew it. So how I do that is just, I chose the orange yarn, the sewing thread, so it doesn't show much on the zipper part. I'll thread it and I'll be back. So once you threaded the sewing thread to the needle, we're going to make a slip knot. And then don't close the slip knot. We're going to sew. Let's see. I feel like, yeah. This side I didn't do properly. It can be here. So I want the metal parts to line up. I feel like this lighting's bad. Let's do natural lighting. And yeah, I'm gonna let this be here. Like so. Okay, so I'm gonna start sewing from the middle, not the side, because I don't know, it's kind of hard. Well, I guess we can start from here, on the right side. So I'm gonna first attach this sewing thread inside between both, so like here. Oop, my baby was coughing. She's okay. So put the needle here, so it's gonna hide between the zipper part and the yarn crochet part. Pull, and then don't pull too hard. You're gonna put your needle into the slip knot loop. Now you can pull. And then I like to tie like 2 knots just to be more secure. Wish I had a bit of lighting, but my light broke and I don't think we're gonna buy because we're moving soon. Linked. Now that the thread is connected to the yarn, I'm just gonna cut this a little bit and hide it. It's always hard to pick up the needle if your hands are not sticky. Okay, so now we're going to go into the fabric. Make sure the zipper is lined up with the clipper and everything. Okay. Okay, that's the first stitch done. Going to the next. Make sure that the thread doesn't show on the other side, on the outside. So just go through, go into the stitch, but not fully, like, so that it doesn't show. Now that we put the needle into the yarn, we're gonna go back to the fabric. We just repeat this. I know it's a little bit time consuming, but it's so that the zipper can be attached. Go into the yarn and into the fabric. I'm not very good at sewing myself, so I'm sure some of you can do a better job than me. So we just do this all around. I'll just show you when I get to the corner how I do the corner. I don't know how I do the corners, but I'll just show you how I do it. I don't think it's anything better than, yeah. I like to pull on the thread a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, let's do this. Go into the yarn and into the fabric, go into the yarn and the fabric. Okay. So I got to the side and I'm going to sew this flap onto the yarn. So let's see how I can do that. The focus is very bad. First I'm gonna let's see, go in here. It's a bit tricky, I think. I stabbed myself. Okay, that hurts. And then go into the fabric. And then one more time. This side. Going to that. Let's see. So these are gonna go together like this. Right, so I'm gonna put my needle in here and then kind of like they gotta go together, so don't know how I could do that. Let's see. Yes, so go into the fabric again. And then go into this fabric. I think that would work, right? Not so much. Go into the yarn. Go into the fabric. And then inside. It will look a little bit funny, but I just want this flap to be connected to the yarn. That should be okay. Now go back to the yarn. It's a bit chaos, but this works, I think. Okay, so we have the side already. I'm going to just keep sewing and sewing. If there's any other method, please let me know, because this is a little bit too hard for me to sew this side. Okay, then I'm gonna meet you back once I get to the first stitch. Then I'm gonna close it off. So I'm almost done. I'm struggling again with the side. Just gonna sew this right here. Oops, that's a bit too far in. Just gonna push this. The last stitch. For the last stitch, I'm going to this side. Not too close to the zipper. Maybe here. And then it's really rough, but just gonna go into the stitch and make a loop and then pull through the loop, make a loop again. I just do this like a couple more times. I don't know how secure this method is, but just do it. Okay. And then, oh, it's showing a little, the thread. So it's hard to keep the shape, but that's the zipper pouch. And if you like, you can add like buttons on the side, just like a little applique. I think I'm going to add this apple button later. This was from Hobby Lobby. I think since I still have the thread, it's not the bad color, I'm just gonna sew it to the pouch. I feel like it's easier to make slip knot with yarn than the thread, sewing thread. I'm gonna see, it's probably like right here. The camera keeps focusing on my hand. And then this should be the middle, right? Okay, I'm gonna sew it and I'll be back. Okay, I finished sewing the button. I think it's perfectly in the middle. And if you like, you can add like keychain here, like a clasp, so that you can hang it to your bag. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to do a better job than me, because I'm very bad at sewing. Yeah, thank you. See you next time.